The locally run Black Women's Policy Agenda is calling it a double crisis. COVID has hit Black communities with a disproportionate number of cases and deaths. The other crisis is violence against Black people. And now the group is launching a survey and a series of listening sessions to try to bring attention to these issues. I'm joined live tonight via Zoom by Rochelle Jackson. She's the executive director of the Black Women's Policy Agenda. Rochelle, thanks so much for joining me tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Can you explain to people who might not know what the mission is of the Black Women's Policy Agenda?
Absolutely. The mission for the Black Women's Policy Agenda is really to build collective power among Black women, advocates for our needs, and advances policy to achieve racial and gender justice.
What are some of the goals of the survey and the listening sessions that you intend to have?
So one of the things that's often missing when we have conversations regarding Black women and the issues that plague them is usually a lot of numbers, a lot of data. What's often missing is the narrative and our opportunity to shape that narrative and tell our story. And so as we move forward and we think about building a collective agenda, we want to make sure that Black women's voices are lifted in this process. We want to center Black women as we move forward. And so the survey serves as a tool for us to hear from Black women about their experience as a Black woman, their experience particularly, going throughout the COVID-19 experience, and even the virtual listening sessions gives us an opportunity to take a little bit of a deeper dive into what people's experiences have been as a Black woman in the Pittsburgh region. And this is really going further beyond the pandemic, right? These are systemic issues that have been plaguing the community of Black women in Pittsburgh for decades, right? So this is not something that came about as a result of COVID-19, but certainly COVID-19 has exacerbated it, and certainly the disparities and the systemic, racial and injustices that exist within our city in particular.
If people are watching tonight and they want to get involved, how should they start out?
They should certainly start out. We have a Facebook page. They can follow us on Facebook. We will be updating that regularly with information about what we're doing. Certainly they can text 22828 to join our email update list, where we will be sending out updates regularly about what we're doing and how people can be engaged. Certainly, if you're a Black woman and you live in the Pittsburgh region, we are asking you to participate in one of our virtual listening sessions. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what your experience has been. We want to make sure that you're represented in the agenda that we will collectively build. And we certainly want people to take our survey. For those that aren't able to engage in the listening session, they can take our survey. And that's another way for us to hear from Black women. But it really is important to elevate the voice of Black women and center them because in order for things to change in our region, we really have to listen to Black women. We have to trust them as experts, and there has to be a willingness to be an ally for change.
That brings up the point that Pittsburgh recently named one of the worst places for Black women to live. How do you feel about that, and how do you even begin to fix that?
So it wasn't a shock to me. I've lived in Pittsburgh all of my life. My mother, was raised in Pittsburgh. Her mother was raised in Pittsburgh. So these are issues that Black women in my family and my community have faced for decades. So it was not a surprise to me. And so what was, I guess, disheartening was the fact that the numbers left out the narrative, and left out our story, that we weren't a part of that process. But I think at this point, really, we're no longer talking about the issues. We really want to be about changing the issues. And so how we begin that process really is by listening to Black women, as I just said, and trusting them as the experts. A lot of times we design programs and we, provide supports, and that's at Black women, but not for Black women. And so this is an opportunity for us to really create and to be the driver of change in our communities, which is something that we have done in little bits and pieces and silos. But this is an opportunity for us to come together collectively, elevate the voices of all Black women and all the issues that affect us all, and to get greater outcomes. So we're looking forward to building a broad agenda, but more importantly, we're looking to actions to address the agenda.
Well, Rochelle, I really appreciate you, and we will post all the information about the listening sessions over at KDKA.com. Thanks so much for coming on here to talk to us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.